Hey everyone, and welcome to Onwards with Dr. Danielle Clark. I'm Dr. Danielle, and you are tuning in for episode 11, Getting Unstuck. Onwards with Dr. Danielle is all about offering you healing conversations to get you unstuck. So I'm really excited about this offering today. If you're tuning in live, thank you so much for being in this beautiful energy. I invite you to stay on after the show. I'll be offering live Q&A and readings, both mediumship and psychic. For those of you that are catching the replay, no worries. This is the same good information and the same good energy. In the future, if you're able to join live, you would enjoy it and I would enjoy it. So please check me out. You can visit drdanielleclark.com and then follow Onwards, the show live, and it is live 1 p.m. Pacific every Friday, or 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday. And so it is. So today I'd like to start us off in a meditation focused on helping you to get unstuck. And this meditation is going to raise your vibration and release some of the energy that might be limiting you. This meditation is going to take about 5 or so minutes, and afterwards we'll then come to and I'll give you some tangible information that you can take on your journey. So with that, let's get comfortable and cozy for the meditation. Now might be a good time, if you're watching the replay, to pause, go get your tea, go get your cushion, whatever feels right to you. Beautiful, beautiful. And as I'm offering this meditation, I'll also be sending you over some healing information done via energy. So I'm trained in Reiki and I'm trained in integrated energy therapy. And I believe that energy, positive vibes, can really help with almost shaking up the muck within us and releasing what needs to be released. And of course, every one of you here has something a little different that needs to be released. But I'm going to send over the intent and I'm going to send over the energy that the right information, the right shaking up of sorts happens for you. So don't be surprised during this meditation or throughout the day or even tomorrow and the next day that you might experience some big emotions, some purging or some revelations, and know that that's just a part of the sacred process of getting unstuck. All right, beautiful, my friends. So with this, I invite you, close your eyes if it feels right to you, or perhaps just soften your gaze. For those of you live, feel free to turn off your camera if you want, whatever feels best. Just close those eyes and begin to relax. Be in the present moment with me, with yourself. Maybe feeling any energies around you, maybe your spirit guide, maybe your loved ones in spirit. Just relax, aware of any sensations, aware of any tensions. As you continue to relax, see if you can let go of any tension in your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. Let those arms be heavy. Just let it go. Let it go. And now, place a little more focus on your breath. The in and out. How does it sound? What does it feel like? What's the rhythm? Just focus on your breath. If it feels right to you, maybe sway a little back and forth. Just enjoying this sacred moment for yourself. And I invite you now, keeping your eyes closed, but your third eye open. Picture a bright white light coming down from the heavens, bathing you. Beautiful white, bright light, sparkly, warm. And it's showering you all over you. You are supported. You are seen. You are in this moment. And with that bright white light showering over you, I want you to place focus on your toes and activate your toes. Really, really feel them. Feel the energy pulsing within them. Feel your toes alive. And now picture that aliveness traveling up your legs. However that feels to you, just that aliveness. Picture it coming up your stomach, your chest, into your arms, into your fingertips, up to your neck, throughout your face, your ears, and the top of your head, the crown of your head. Feel that life force, this energy, this vibrance throughout your body. And now that we're feeling this renewed sense of power, almost like a light has been turned on, I want you to sit in this power as your higher self. And I want you to release anything that is no longer serving you. Take this opportunity to say, work worries, I no longer need you. Please leave. Self-doubts, I no longer need you. Please leave. My fears for the future, please leave. Whatever that is, feel the energy we've created. Feel the energy you've created. And in this higher power, keep releasing, keep releasing. Maybe you think it, maybe you speak it. Release, release, release. Feeling that same battery charge, feeling that same vibrancy. I want you to picture yourself as a younger self. That age that was perhaps hardest for you, the one where you gained those limiting beliefs, the one age that made you feel smallest in life or unsteady or uncertain. Picture that age. For some of us, it's 12. For some of us, it's 20. For some of us, it's 5. Find that younger self and give that younger self a hug right now. Just picture yourself. You might even want to put your arms around yourself. Give that hurt younger you a hug and just tell that younger you, that inner child, that they are loved and understood, and that the limiting beliefs and the scars and the fears from the past do not need to be with you today. Let it go. Let it go. In your head or out loud, repeat after me. I have the power. I am the power. I am limitless. I shift. I change. I embrace. I am flow. And in this beautiful, sparkling energy we've created, picture your best self. Picture your best self. What are you doing? Are you on stage speaking? Are you at the beach with your 3 puppies? Are you at home reading a book? Are you at dinner with girlfriends laughing? Picture your best self. Feel your best self. What does it feel like to be that person? That person who is limitless, that person who is happy and connected, that person who isn't scared, that person who is creative. What does he or she or they feel like? Tap into that energy. Call it to you. That's yours. We're manifesting right now. If we can think it, it is ours. Now place your hands on your heart and just keep bringing in that energy of that best self of yours. Beautiful. Your hands can come down. I invite you to smile. Put a smile on your face. When it feels right to you, you can open those eyes. Maybe do a little bit more swaying, get the kinks out as needed. And just thank yourself. Thank yourself for being here. Thank yourself for giving yourself the time to experience something bigger than what you're experiencing. I thank you for practicing today with me. Meditation is so important. It's a way for us to remember that there is more energy, there's more expansion, there is a forever force within us that sometimes we forget to tap into. And if we can go deep and recharge and reflect and remember who we really are and what we're connected to, we won't feel as stuck, because we won't be as stuck. So I hope right now for the rest of our show, you're going to enjoy the high energy and also just the calm that we created, right? Doesn't it now just feel like, oh, okay, something shifted. It's not as bad. It's not as icky as it felt. So we're going to keep that going. So now let's talk a little bit about why do we get stuck, right? I haven't heard from any client, any friend ever that said, "Oh, I like getting stuck. I like getting stuck." We don't like being stuck, but the reality is it's not all bad. Being stuck serves a purpose. One thing to remember is it passes. This too shall pass. Think back to a time when you have been stuck before or perceived yourself to be stuck. That didn't last. You're not there anymore. So this too shall pass. So why do we get stuck? Well, a few things, and some are exciting. Sometimes it's an invitation for us to recalibrate, for us to reflect, for us to shake things up, for us to reevaluate and restart, right? And yes, it's scary. Yes, it's aggravating. Yes, yes, yes. But sometimes we need the wake-up call, and sometimes universe and our intuition slows us down, makes us feel stagnant, doesn't give us newness. So that way we're almost forced to go inward, right? And we get so frustrated with this feeling of lack, this feeling of being limited, this feeling of the same thing every day, that we burst out of it. Right? So there's good that can come from being stuck. Now, there are opportunities here too to consider. Maybe you're like, hey, Dr. Danielle, I work hard. Like I'm always at the gym working out, but yet I'm still stuck. Like my weight isn't leaving me. Like my relationship still feels yucky and I still feel stuck, even though I'm going to therapy and we're doing the hard work. So there's different layers of stuckness too. And those can also serve a reason, because sometimes we might be working hard, but we might not be working smart, or we might not be working where our soul wants us to work towards. So this could also be an invitation to say, okay, yes, I'm working hard, I'm doing this and this, but should I even be doing this? What's my soul's path and purpose? Am I not losing the weight because I'm meant to be exercising outside more, as an example? Am I not losing weight because I'm attacking this as I don't like myself and I need to lose weight, this sense of desperation and this sense of lack of love, right? So maybe there's a reshift there. So I'm inviting you to consider, why are you stuck, and trying to look at it from a place of curiosity, and not putting ego in, well, I'm already doing this, or there's no options. There's always options. There's always ways to shift. And so this would be a good journaling activity. This would be a good meditation activity for you, just to like go inward and be like, what is this really trying to tell me? Now, this is the work that I do as an intuitive life coach. And I will also invite you, if it feels right, schedule an appointment with me at drdanielleclark.com, because sometimes we're blinded. Maybe it's by ego, maybe it's from trauma, maybe it's from fear, and we don't know what we should be doing, right? Like we're not able to fully understand our intuition. We don't know what spirit is trying to give us. And that's where an intuitive life coach can come in. I can tap into your intuition, I can tap into your guides, and I can give you higher level feedback. This is what your soul's craving. This is why this isn't working this way. So again, no added perspective, and coaching at this time is also really, really important. So some things that you can do during this sacred time in your life is absolutely meditate and activate your senses as much as possible. So when we're feeling stuck, we almost feel like we're not alive. Like there's this sense of stuckness, obviously, but this sense of like the slow heartbeat, the Eeyore, if you're familiar with Winnie the Pooh. And what we're trying to do is like remember we're alive, because being alive and life itself, just like in the meditation, feeling the life force, it feels good, right? And once we're alive, we don't feel as limited, right? We understand our power. We understand that there's so much that we ourselves can do, and that the world is ready to show up to give us. So activate your senses. Get really curious and fun about this. So for an example, if you're always like a peanut butter and jelly type of person, right? No judgment, but no. You want to feel alive, activate your senses, start eating something different. Maybe you start eating Thai food. Maybe you start, I don't know, making an Italian dish here or there with some extra seasoning. Spice things up, right? Literally and figuratively. Same thing. Like, how can you activate your sense of smell? Essential oils, candles, sage, again, maybe some baking. Like, get yourself remembering you are alive. Get that life force, that I'm in love with being human thing going, even if it's not directly related to your problem or your perceived problem. It's just activating any sense, so that way you have more of you to then do the hard work that you need to do to get unstuck, right? Whether that's leaving the toxic relationship, whether that's leaving your job, or maybe it's just doing the hard work to figure out why you're feeling stuck and what you might need to do. Maybe you don't know the clear path. Activate those senses. Same thing. What are you looking at every day? Do you have vibrant colors, right? Evoking your senses like I do, or is everything a pale yellow or gray? Activate the senses. Remember, you have power. You have power every day. You're making dozens and dozens and dozens of decisions. What am I going to eat? What am I going to wear? Who am I going to talk to? And so the more that you can also remember your power, and when you're making decisions, attach that level of I don't know, confidence and pride to that, the better. Because although you might be feeling stuck in a certain area, that doesn't mean you've lost your power. Don't let one area of your life or one specific thing make you feel small. So again, remember your power in decision making. Anytime you go to the store, right, and you decide you're going to buy this and you're not going to buy that, that is power. That is you making decisions. That is you thriving. So really take in that energy. This might also be a nice kind of a journaling activity. Like today, where did I show power? Where did I show that I make my decisions, that I can shift and do things differently? That's gonna help with the bigger thing or things that you need to focus on as it relates to this stuckness. Absolutely, a beautiful time to get support from others, right? In our heads, which is oftentimes the problem, right? Like the mind, the ego, overthinking, overspinning, over calculating. Sometimes we just need a friend, we just need a partner, we just need a mom, we just need a therapist to just give a little support and a little shift in perspective. Like, hey, did you consider this? Or I know it's feeling heavy, but I, from my standpoint, actually feel as though a tweak here and a little bit of this could be done differently. So again, you really want to be reaching out to others to help with your stuckness. I I get stuck all the time. I am one of those, if the world is falling apart, right? If there's like these big chaotic things happening, I am cool, calm, and collected. I do really well in chaos. It's probably from my traumatic background. I can make decisions. I can keep things moving forward swimmingly. If there's like one or two or little baby things irking me, I'll get stuck, I'll procrastinate, I will then beat myself up, right? Like, oh, I told Kim I was going to call her back yesterday. Oh, now it's been 2 weeks and I can't call Kim back because she's going to be mad at me. 4 weeks later, man, I think I ruined my relationship with Kim. I just need to call Kim, but I can't. That's me. So no, you're not alone wherever you are. I hope that just gives you a little bit of like, oh, she gets it, because I do. And so here's some techniques that I use to get unstuck, in addition to all the other ones I gave you. 30-second rule. 30-second rule doesn't come from me. It's out there. It's a thing, but it's great. If it hits your mind, you have to take some sort of action within 30 seconds. So for an example, if Kim hits me like, oh, I should call Kim. Yep, that's it. She entered my mind. I'm honoring it. I have to call Kim. And if you can do those with little things, talk about giving you power. And what's really nice about it is it prevents you from having the doom and gloom and the time to beat yourself up and to wallow and to worry, right? Like, just if something hits you, do it, do it, do it, do it. So other techniques, right? You're feeling stuck. Writing, get it out of your head. Our heads are messy and complex. Get it out of your head. Write a pros and cons list. Make some sort of a decision-making matrix. Really important to get it out on paper. And sometimes it's really good to try to detach some emotion from that as we're trying to make a decision or figuring something out. Like, let's just look at the facts and understand the story. We don't need all of the emotion attached to it. Sometimes actually shutting down our emotions a bit is of service, so we can more clearly make a decision and decide what's next, right? This is a really great time. Connect to your God, to your universe, right? If you're feeling stuck, it's a good time to get into that pondering, why are we here? What's this all about? Universe, what are you trying to tell me? That's excellent, because chances are they are trying to tell you something. There is a message there. I'd also highly recommend find some self-help books, find some memoirs of people that have gone through a similar journey. Doesn't have to be the exact journey, but a similar journey. You're going to receive that companionship, that oh, I'm not alone. And you're also going to get some nuggets along the way, and some activities and some guidance about, oh, this is how they found the courage to move away from their family. This is how they found the bravery to talk about their trauma. This is how they sparked conversations about divorce, whatever that stuckness is, right? And again, if you don't know what the stuckness is, I don't want you to worry. It's okay. That's in and of itself really important for you to do. Stuckness does not need added level of judgment and anxiety attached to it. Accept where you are, love where you are, and find some hope and some trust that the right things at the right time will present themselves to you. With that, I am going to start closing out our session. I'd like to remind you, you're not stuck. You are not stuck at all. You are perfectly timed. You are in a place of abundance. You are in a place of shift happening. You are in a place of stillness to understand your power. That feels so good. So, so good. If you want to talk more about stuckness and getting unstuck, please reach out to me. Again, I'm Dr. Danielle. I'm at drdanielleclark.com. I'd love an email. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, on Facebook. I have a blog, Onwards, as well. I send out personal stories every other week with writing prompts and affirmations that help you break judgment habits and tap into your intuition. All right, my friends, thank you so much for tuning in. I am sending you love and light. And please remember, it is the cracks in your heart that let the light shine through. And so it is. Bye.